My full name is Heather Guimarães Noble, which is extra. I just go by Heather Noble. I'm originally from Miami, but I moved to New York when I was really young, so I always say I'm from New York. So when I moved to LA, I had a friend who lived out here named Julissa, and she had been living out here for a year, and she found C3, and she loved it. And I'm from New York, so we have C3 New York, and I've been to C3 New York a ton. So I was like, okay, I'll try out this church. And I went there for the first time, and I walked in, and my goal was to walk in and talk to no one. I wanted to just go and sit down and not be bothered. But little did I know that's not how C3 works. I think it was Ellen or Pastor Nicole, like when I walked in, they said hi to me, and I got to my seat, and I loved it. Like the Holy Spirit was there, and it was a matter of seconds before I was like, yep, this is my church, this is it. I'm an only child. I've lived on my own pretty much since I was 17 in New York and then in Miami for a little bit. So I've never lived in a state where I had family nearby and I didn't have any siblings. So when I was saved, one of the perks to me was like, oh, I get this family built in. I think I've always just really valued making sure that I get plugged in because I need those people in my life because I never really had anyone else built in to my community. I've always done she groups, just out of coincidence. And I think as I grew in my maturity in my walk, I realized that there are certain things that like only a woman will understand. And it grew on me how important having those female friendships were for me, just to have somebody to mentor me and to love on me in a way that I needed. My last neighborhood group that I led, She Seeks, we had a ton of girls that were in the group who were baby Christians or like didn't even really know if they were Christian or not. They were just kind of checking us out. And the biggest thing aside from learning about the Bible and praying and stuff like that, what I found that they got from us was they really just needed someone to be with them through something, or they wanted someone to just love on them and not lecture them and just pray for them without having to like push them or convert them. And there's all this fear involved in going to a neighborhood group if you're not in church because you're like, oh no, but I don't really know what I believe yet. And it's so relaxing to just allow them to be in the group and just, you don't have to know what you believe. You don't have to have it all together. We definitely don't have it all together. We're just happy that you're here and we're all hanging out, and it doesn't have to be a big deal. The thing about neighborhood groups is that everybody who's participating, we all just want to love on people. There's no person that you have to be. There are no rules. There's no rights or wrongs. You can just show up and not have answers, and people are okay with that, especially in the world right now, but even more so in LA, where everything can be so transactional and not genuine. And here, people really don't want anything from you but you.